It's showtime.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we are in Manaan once again. We're going deeper into the Sith base. I'm skipping a lot of footage, but this is actually a pretty big base, and just gonna do some combat with these Sith elite guys. But I want to get to this actual droid because it has that Republic device that the guy asked for the mission. Alright, so we're skipping a lot of footage. We're going right into the Selkath people who are attacking us, and they're actually users of the Sith. They are with the Sith themselves, as one of them attacked us. So these Selkath are actually indoctrinated by the Sith, but not fully. They don't fully know that the Sith are using them, so we'll actually have to find some evidence to show them so that, you know, they can actually go back to being just regular Selkath and not being, you know, seduced by the dark side. Pretty much. Something like that, yeah. To withdraw from a non-respect. Yeah, right. They will enslave your fucking planet. You're fools. Alright, so I have to find some proof. And there's a room right over here, which doesn't make sense, as we're going to see right now. So essentially these Selkath were tortured. And how come they didn't hear that on the next room over? I do not understand. It must have been soundproof or something. But, I mean, they're not too far away at all. Yeah, man. Here it is. I found a young Selkath dying from torture. He gave me this. Alright, so there is some more proof I can get, and it's actually in this other room.
you get in here? Wait. Lord Malak was
They always say that.
when he learned
Lord
you had
Malak was
escaped
most
Paris
displeased
alive.
when
He has
he
promised a
revealed.
great reward
Lord
to
Malak was
whoever
most
beheaded him.
displeased when. They always say that, every single one of these Sith guys.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentice.
Alright, so I gotta take care of these Dark Jedi, including the Cellcath. God, I love that fucking power, man. I abuse it like no other. I fucking love it. It does a shit ton of damage, plus it stuns everybody. I mean, it's just so incredibly useful. I don't see why you wouldn't want to use it. It's so fucking great. So apparently one of the Cellcath actually uses Force Storm, which is crazy, or Force Lightning.
Yes?
So the datapad. This datapad should be all the proof that they need. Oh my god, it did a shit ton of damage to Jolie. Alright, let's read that datapad. These appear to be the personal notes of the Dark Jedi Master in charge of the Sith base on Manaan. After reading the lengthy progress reports on this topic, it seems that the final plan was to use these young Cellcath to overthrow the current government and install a puppet government that the Sith world would dominate, or the Sith would dominate. Of course, that's the way of the Sith, to betray you. Stab you in the back. They are truly evil. So, essentially, we just help these guys out and redeem them.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side, or you may end up...
Alright, so we got some light side points and experience points from that. And that is it for the Sith base. So we're gonna go back, go outside, and this is gonna come up. Well, I mean, I incited violence just to find out some incredible information that could be very useful to you guys. That's it? That's all you need? Don't you want to ask more questions? I expect him to defend me without asking any questions. Exactly. So this is the data pad. That's all they need, and pretty much everything will go away. Like all the crimes or supposed crimes in quotations that I did will be relieved. You know. If you plead guilty, they'll automatically kill you right then and there. They'll put you in a cage and just kill you. And if I just show them this data pad, it's all done and it's done right there. So as you can see, their charges are gonna be all dropped for me. So the Sith should be the ones who are, you know, escorted or, you know, taken out of the entire Manaan planet itself. But it doesn't seem to be the case because you do see some Sith walking around the entire, you know, planet itself. So doesn't make sense right there. Alright, so now we can actually do the trial for Sunry. And we can go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel.
And we have some damn incriminating stuff against you, man.
Working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. When I turned to Lassa, it was going well, too. Maybe the Sith had... But let's look at the facts. Lassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled... My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how... Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war... Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair sample... I hope you can see how the Sith are... Anything else I can help you? Go ahead, ask. I don't... No, I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to... Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead.
You know she died. You killed her.
An affair, do I? You have...
The evidence was on the Republic terminal.
Go ahead, ask.
I think there was a Sith terminal that actually could point that out too, but the Republic terminal just showed that evidence. Like,
oh, except okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manaan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear... The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting strong. Go ahead, ask. How would they know? I heard some of the witnesses. I wonder if this... You should ask every... Go ahead, ask. So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain info... She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those... I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a... So they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that... I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there.
so there's two things to this. If you say I won't betray your secret, you will actually get dark side points. And if you say you're guilty, you won't get any... You'll get experience points, but no light side points. But if you say I won't betray your secret, that's a dark side choice. Like, I didn't know that, so I actually had to reload that save. Due to that, I was like pretty surprised by that, because if you don't betray Sunry, you will actually get the Republic to, you know, be thankful, and they'll be staying on the planet. So as you can see, I got dark side points. I didn't want that, so I said, "You're guilty, Sunry. I confess."
All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands? That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't
Yeah,
kill
while
in
they're
cold
asleep,
blood
that's
when they
just
sleep.
fucked
I
up.
don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his
And
honor.
if the Republic don't have the KOTOR, that's gonna hurt them in the war. So they need the KOTOR, so Sunry needs to be free.
If I
Even though
confess,
what he did
I'm
was
looking
fucking
at
wrong.
20 years in prison.
And it would be hiding the
Otto
truth.
City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat...
You will confess your crimes. That's force persuade. I think that's a dark side choice. And I think that will just like not even go to the trial if you do the force persuade choice.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic
That's the
supply of
thing. Like you
KOTOR
got to
in
think
danger.
of the
No, I
bigger
won't.
picture of things.
Now look, I may have done something stupid. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KOTOR export privilege. Sunry, this is wrong and you know it. I am a Jedi. You do whatever you have to, Jolie. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't be...
So I don't think the force persuade will work on him because he seems pretty strong to resist that, but who knows?
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter. Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let her up. This is all a plot to
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Cat...
find the real evidence. That...
So this is actually a pretty cool moment in Manaan. Like I always think, like I always hated this moment just thinking about it because I always like fucked up on it. But actually thinking about it now, it's actually a pretty cool thing just to actually, you know, go through everything to, you know, go through like a different court. You know, who would have thought that actually collecting evidence and going through a trial would actually be interesting and engaging? But this is like the one game that actually does it freaking well.
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this... You are feareth me, the well-known Pazak... Of course, you're a... Feareth me. Well, I came out into the hallway after... A very obvious point, Your Honor. Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah. Yes, from what I could tell, she... Objection! You mean actually see him kill her with my... I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something... Glupor the Rhodian, you... This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Glupor. Don't do it, Glupor.
Lupor kang king David ni
Lies! Slander!
Lupor want. Dong Sunry king bono Lupor wana kunvist. Lupor tong hi majik lupor aki engkotun coba kacuk. Lupor kacok, lupor kangki.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband, he was crippled in that war. Do you not?
Yes.
And there you have motive.
Yes. He fought against the Sith in the last... I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. The kind of man who earns that medal would not... He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. Yes. Yes, it was true.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed...
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. But now things have become so...
I wish to call forth some... Are you a war hero?
Yes, that's right. And I don't
Indeed.
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy.
Pure politics.
Well, yes, I had been having an affair with Alassan, my wife, yes.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You...
No,
I think we can see the answer.
Of course she was. Why would he... I don't know. The medal had gone. It's possible the Sith had
Supposition?
Yes, I think they would. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might...
The Sith Empire... I think the facts... Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there. I am confident that any Well, that doesn't mean a thing. Your honors!
Alright, so Sunry is now innocent.
Sunry,
Elora, we have done all we could for you. Thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you.
So
Elora and I
this is
agreed
also
to
a
the
very
Republic
good
will
this
not
is a
forget
very
what you've
good
done
thing
for us.
in the bigger picture of things. But it's also a bad thing because true justice hasn't been done. Because Sunry is guilty. He's truly guilty. And as we'll talk to Jolie, he's still not happy about the whole thing.
Got something on your... Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. I see. I am not so sure. If he did kill that woman, Sunry's going to... And if he's justified her death in his mind, well, Sunry was a good man. I don't want to...
How may I be of a... What is it you would like? I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken. I have been thinking about myself. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. More time would do me good. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think perhaps that in your company I will be... I do not come here begging for scraps from you. I will earn my way with you.
Alright, now we're at the Republic Embassy. We're going to talk to Roland.
Have you managed to retrieve the data?
We do have the data.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manaan is the sole source of KOTOR, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes KOTOR exports. But a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manaan anyway. So we made a deal. Shh, not so loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest KOTOR directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task.
So the Selkath government are secretly aiding the Republic in this way. Because they recognize the Sith are just fucking
We
evil.
were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact. Possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since. We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KOTOR packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
So the next video will be the last part of Manaan, but we'll actually go into the base with this cutscene, but I'm going to end it right after that. Alright, so we're here in the base right now. I'm going to stop this video now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.